Introduction to e-commerce. Now, what is e-commerce? As the name implies, e-commerce, it basically means internet commerce. It is the use of internet for commercial purpose. Essentially, the use of global internet for purchase and sales of goods and services, including after-sales support. How we are able to carry out transactions over the internet. From the side of the buyer, how a buyer is able to acquire or purchase products or request for services through the use of internet. And from the side of the seller, how a seller is able to sell out his or her products and services to the buyer on the other side. Now, when you think about this process and the internet or e-commerce infrastructure, you realize that there are basically three components involved. Now, you need to understand this as this course basically is for the owner or operator of an e-commerce platform. For you to be able to run a successful e-commerce platform, you need to have a technical and business understanding of the system and the process to be able to run good e-commerce business. There are three components involved in e-commerce. One is the e-commerce operator, who is basically the owner of the e-commerce business. The other is the technical platform, which is the platform where the e-commerce operates. It essentially means the website. And the third is the consumer. These are people who purchases the products being sold on the e-commerce platform. The products or services being sold on the e-commerce platform. When you look at this diagram in this course, you would see essentially this figure, this diagram representing the e-commerce operator, who is the owner of the e-commerce. In the technical infrastructure of every e-commerce platform, there are two ends to it, which is the back end and the other is the front end. For any e-commerce website you are owning, there are two technical sides to it. One is the back end and the other is the front end. The back end, which in this diagram as represents, is the side where you will control the e-commerce platform. It is the side from which you would upload products, manage inventories, put graphics, put announcements, set your price, put lovely illustrations, put content, manage your blogs, and as many other features you can think of. That is a control panel. With the control panel, you can do a lot of things, a lot of features for your e-commerce store. Now in this diagram, you will see it extends as it shows here the process. In this process, you see from the technical platforms, it shows next the products, which shows that you can showcase your products through the e-commerce platform control panel, which leads to the websites. You can also set your payments and a payment gateway. You can also set your shipping terms, and it all goes to the website. From this website, it leads to the consumer. It is an end-to-end process, a two-way thing where the consumer also see these things and also are able to make purchases from your store. The use of e-commerce brings some new possibilities to business where it relieves some of the fundamental challenges traditional businesses we are facing. Such challenges include how business operators are able to showcase their products and services to large potential buyers, how they are also able to accept payment from potential buyers, how they are also able to make their offerings in terms of goods or services known to large buyers who have specific needs for them, and also how they are able to provide after sales and also instant sales support for their products and services. So this goes far beyond. They are basically some of the challenges which e-commerce is solving as at this moment. While we're going deep into this course, we'll be discussing in more details some of the fundamentals and tactics and strategies that you can deploy in order to get the best out of your e-commerce business. Thank you very much.